Now, on with the countdown.
Number 5.
Up a Notch is the song by The Fray, titled Over My Head, but it's also subtitled Cable Car. Why cable car? Well, there's a reference in the song to losing an argument in a cable car hanging over a canyon. Here's The Fray.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
Back up a notch to number 8 is a band that began when school friends Isaac Slade and Joe King bumped into each other in a Denver record store. That meeting led to the band The Fray and to the song Over My Head.
I never knew.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
In for Casey Kasem, I'm Charlie Tuna, counting down the hits from number 20 to number 1. And we're up to the band The Fray, a group that was born in a record store. That's where singer Isaac Slade and guitar player Joe King, old school friends, bumped into each other and decided to form a band. Here's The Fray at number 4 again this week with Over My Head.
Number 10.
Down 2 notches is The Fray, with a song inspired by a conflict lead singer Isaac Slade was having with his brother Caleb. A song where Isaac says it would be easier to deal with their problems if they weren't brothers. Quote, I wish you were a stranger so I could disengage. Here's Over My Head.
I never knew.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
And that means we're up to the number 1 song in the USA this week. It's by a band whose leader came up with their musical direction while making coffee at Starbucks. It wasn't that long ago that lead singer Isaac Slade of The Fray was brewing cappuccinos at Starbucks. He was a struggling songwriter, and as a Christian, all his songs had religious lyrics. Quote, I thought that was my duty as a Christian. But then Isaac had what he refers to as an epiphany while making coffee. Quote, I realized that if I handed somebody a double grande latte and told them Jesus loves you and has a wonderful plan for your life, they'd think I was crazy. It struck me that none of my friends outside the church understood my songs. I felt the Lord was telling me to change. And so Isaac pledged to go from Christian lyrics to secular lyrics, though there's still a spiritual side to his music. A spiritual side that lifted their latest song to the top of the chart. The number 1 song in the USA on American Top 20 for a second week is How to Save a Life by The Fray. Hi, this is Casey Kasem. This weekend, we'll tell you how singer Isaac Slade of The Fray saved his marriage with some help from the boss. And when we say the boss, we're not talking about his wife. We'll have the details for you on American Top 20 from the premier radio networks.
Casey counts them down.
And that means we're up to the number 1 song in the USA. It's by a band whose leader was having marital problems. And then he got some marital advice from the boss. Isaac Slade of The Fray says the more successful his band became, the more stress there was on his marriage. Quote, I'd go off for weeks, and my wife Anna would feel abandoned. I was having trouble. And then I talked to Bruce. You see, the manager of The Fray has known Bruce Springsteen for a long time. He invited Bruce to see The Fray perform. And afterwards, he went backstage to congratulate the band. Isaac says, I asked him how to be in a successful band and be married at the same time. He said, it's easy for him. His wife is in the band. And he said, I should take my wife along on every tour. His words were, if Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Well, since then, Isaac's wife Anna has gone on tour as much as she can, and she's been able to share in the band's success. Success that's taken the band to the top of the chart. The number 1 song in the USA for a 4th week is You Found Me by The Fray.